Hey folks, welcome to the channel. More time than money. We're back in the shop again. We're actually not working on this clapped out ski right now. We're going to work on the blower over there on the bench. It needs a little bit of tune up. The jet ski is coming, just slowly but surely. This thing's been requiring a lot of work here lately. So let me make me a drink. We're going to get started on a leaf blower. Hang with us. All right, let's get started on this leaf blower today. This is a PB250LN. As you can see, it's got a very crusty bulb on there. We're gonna take that off and we're gonna put a new one on, and maybe inspect the fuel filter in there and get it up and running good. Let's dive right into this. We'll start by unscrewing this cover here. This just comes right off, real simple. We're going to take these two bolts out right here. Hopefully y'all can see that. The choke plate's going to come off with it, so just let it all come off together. Alright, the carb comes off, and then this backing little paper gasket backing plate comes off also. So now we have access to the primer bulb and the back side of the carb, front side of the carb, the adjusting plate. We just go ahead and unscrew these 4 screws right here. Pretty simple to do this, just basic hand tools. You don't want to over tighten anything. You don't use an impact on these because you'll strip them out. These little leaf blowers, they're great little leaf blowers from Home Depot, this Echo brand. People don't like them because, I don't know, I guess they're Japanese or whatever. Some foreign country makes them, but they're so easy to use, so easy to work on. You know, it's a breeze. I mean, I'm just some Joe Schmo in the garage here doing this. So this comes off, and your primer bulb just slides out. This one was history. Just throw that in the trash over there. I got a fresh one right here. We're going to pop in. We're going to put that back together. I like to put all 4 screws in there and just kind of start them. That keeps the pressure plate lined up on it. I don't know if y'all can see this very well. Hopefully y'all can. And we're just going to tighten them down by hand. Nothing crazy. You don't want to over tighten these too much, but you want them tight enough where they're not going to leak air. If I get my damn hands to work, we'll be doing all right today. This right here is your idle screw. This lid just pops off. You can see as the little throttle levers right here, and it comes back and forth. This pulls that like that. So you can adjust your idle right here by that screw. If it was running fine before, leave it alone, don't mess with it. If it wasn't, then that's when we want to adjust it. This little pressure cap just fits right over the top. It's not bolted on by anything. I I think I'm going to go ahead and replace the fuel lines on this, I think. Take a little thing right there and just unwedge it. Little flathead screwdriver. Try not to get yourself there or fuel in the eye, just like I just did. Got me in the eye. Damn. Damn love bugs are everywhere. Pull that out. I've got a fresh filter over here, and I've got this little kit comes with extra bulbs and stuff. We won't be using that one. What else is in here? Okay. I guess that's it for that. It just comes with an outside pressure bulb on this one. So it's made to fit like on the outside of the external housing. Some chainsaws, some aftermarket chainsaws have that. Just depends. I'm gonna get a hook tool real quick and grab that filter out of there. All my tools always have grease on them, so gotta wipe them off all the time. There we go. And that's pretty spongy right there. We're gonna go ahead and take that off. I think we may go ahead and try to replace this line right here, I think. It seems kind of nasty, I think. I don't know. Will that fit on there? No, it's not going to fit on there too well. This kit really isn't the right kit for this. So, we're not going to be able to change the fuel lines on this. We're going to have to leave the old fuel line in there. We're going to put that over. Well, actually, we'll put this back on. You know what? We're going to cut a section off of that. Make it nice and Alright. There we go. Let's try this again. That goes on like that. I'm going to put the filter on. Snug that all the way, that metal ring right up there. And then that can go right back down in there. You want to make sure it's not kinked up in there at all, though, like it just was. Alright, so that's back in there. I think we're gonna leave this stuff. I'm gonna kind of clean this off with some brake clean. Actually, I'm gonna use starting fluid. This is kind of like carb cleaner in a sense. Kind of works the same. Put the cap on right there. We're gonna take this right here and we're gonna just kind of It's a lot nicer now. All right, let's see here. We throw our old filter away. No need for that. Let's see. Let's look at here. Let's see what we got. I am going to replace this fuel line. This feels kind of icky. I don't know. Pretty rough. Pretty rough stuff here. See, I guess we're just going to have to use this clear because it's kind of grody like, but I'm going to go ahead and cut another piece of that off since I have it. I'm going to cut it the same length. All right. This carb looks pretty good. I'm going to spray a couple things right here that I see. All right, I think it's time to put this back together now. The small one's going to be kind of the return. It goes back to the tank. It's going to be kind of a struggle to get this on there, but we'll get it on. There we go. And we just feed that down into the top, down into the tank. We pop on our other fuel here, the fuel supply line. You got to scrunch that all the way up to the top so it stays on there nice and good. All right. I think we're ready to put this back together. You can just, yep, see, it's got fuel in it. It's going to work good now. We can go ahead and spray this backing felt plate off a little bit too. I'm going to go ahead and just wipe this down pretty good. Get it as clean as I can here. Might as well. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm also going to clean this little orifice right here, this fascia plate. That'll make it a good mating surface, so to speak. And you put it back on there just exactly the way you took it off. It can only go one way. It's got to go that way right there. It's got the little indentation right there. And then you're going to take your plate. Get the carb up here first. This is always the tricky part, getting this stuff back lined up. I'll tell you what, sometimes it's easier to do this. You put it all together right here. All right, got it all lined up. You get that one started. You just start a bolt. You don't tighten it down or anything. See, the problem is too, we've got this little BB here, the little throttle control. You gotta get this on the other side of that lever. Gotta get it on the other side of that lever, just like that. So your trigger, your throttle trigger, actuates it. It's a royal pain in the butt. All right, where are we at? Key thing here is just to get a bolt started. Once you get it all started, it'll come together like a well-oiled plan. And you got to get that felt gasket on the back side lined up also. You're just shooting yourself in your foot if you don't get that lined up. All right. I think that's it. We can. Why is this not wanting to go in? Loosen that up just a tad. All right, let's try this a different way. Let's put the other bolt in first. Kind of a pain in the ass right here. All right, that bolt's screwed in. Now, let's check it. This bolt in its hole. All right. All right. All right. The air filter and everything's in this cover. It usually comes out with the cover. Just screw that back on. I'm going to go ahead and take the spark plug out, see what it looks like. We'll probably go ahead and put it on the little wire wheel over there, just clean it off, maybe. All right. Doesn't look too bad, actually. One cleaned up spark plug going back in. Yeah, I could have bought a new spark plug, but I didn't even think about it when I was down there, and I just bought the bulb kit not thinking. Of course, you can change everything out. All right, see if it starts up and runs here. It's already primed. The power button's on. Put my spark plug wire back on. Ain't gonna get far without that. And voila, we got a tuned up leaf blower ready to keep on trucking. All right, folks, we got the leaf blower fixed up. It's running great now. Primer bulb works. Used to, you could just choke it and pull the throttle wide open and it would finally get going. Now you can prime it. Simple start, switch the choke off, and it runs. Super simple to work on. Anybody with basic tools can do this kind of stuff. So I suggest wrenching on stuff. Wrenching, learn it. Don't let it scare you. You can't really mess it up. Just put it back the way you found it. Simple as that. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. We're going to have more of this coming. See ya.